Hey guys.
How'd you go live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Hey!
How's everyone doing on a Monday? Keys cutting keys. Using the dolphin today. So you want to tell them what happened this morning?
So Liz guessed just off of looking at something what the problem was, and she was right. So she's not going to let it go.
Oh, is that what we're going to go with?
Yeah, that's definitely what we're going with. Can you tell them what it was? I'm kind of curious.
Oh, okay. Well, what happened was we went to...
What had happened was...
Well, we went and we're going to do a diagnosis on a problem child truck that we've had for, what, a couple weeks now?
I mean, it wasn't really a problem child. We knew what the first problem was and we were right. It just needed more.
Oh, Cuba, I like it. Says, what keep F up? I'm Miguel. So it was a 2016 Chevy Silverado.
High country.
Like really nice truck, yeah, liked it. Go in and it's setting some codes, mass airflow codes for the P
0097.
Yeah.
So it's for the intake air temperature sensor 2, circuit low, humidity sensor performance, and plausibility between IAT 1 and 2.
So on a visual inspection, notice that the connector, which had all the sensors connected to it, looked not right. Like it had been replaced, or
so
someone had jammed, or...
If you guys look in the service info for this, it had an L83 engine. It's got IAT, baro, humidity. It's got 2 IAT sensors, intake air, the mass airflow. It's an 8-wire sensor. It's a multi-function intake air sensor is what they call it. And it's different on the L83 engine than it is on the LML, LC9, and L96. So it's different than like the 6.2 and stuff. So that was what was interesting about the wiring diagram. We had to be real specific about finding it. But
thanks, Cuba. She says she likes hearing all that techie jazz coming out of... Hold on, I lost it. Where'd it go?
Just
there we go. Okay. Liz's mouth freaking awesome, she says. Hi, Dylan. Auto Tech Video said let her do it. So upon visual inspection, it looked like someone had just shoved the connector on there, and even the pins just didn't look right. And so I told Keith, I was like, it's the connector. I'm telling you, it's the connector. So we go through all of the... Oh, share all the beeping. That's our X-Horse.
Just decoding a key with the X-Horse.
Yeah. So he goes through all of the things. He pulls out, does a voltage drop test on it, all these things. We're looking at live data. Data shows negative 40 volts on intake 2 and...
Negative 40 degrees.
Oh, negative 40 degrees, sorry. Words need to come out of my mouth. It's Monday. Then on intake 2 was showing 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Intake 1 was 60, intake 2 was our negative 40. No. Yeah. IAT 2
I said intake 1.
Okay. We can roll the tape back. I was right on this one. I get to be right on this one about the video.
Okay.
I may not have...
Intake 1, 60 degrees. Intake 2, negative 40. That's where we're at. Then, we watched live compromise. Hello, compromise. So, anyways, look at the data. Found out that he actually had another mass airflow sensor. Plugged that in, and we actually could see the wave on what scope is that we were using?
U-scope.
The U-scope.
Yeah. So interesting thing about that circuit is it's the single circuit that we had a fault on was both intake air temperature sensor 2 and humidity sensor. So it's a voltage level with a hertz with a duty cycle riding on it. So there's 2 signals on one circuit. So that one wire, pin number 8 on it, which was a gray with a blue stripe, with a blue tracer, was actually humidity signal in hertz and IAT returned back to PCM, both on the same circuit.
Yeah.
So it's a digital signal for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, plugged a new one in, and somehow it was good. And I was like, man, I think it's just got a bad O2 sensor.
Oh.
But then, as I wiggled it, I noticed that it went away and came back. So then, as I got it on the old sensor and started messing with it, I could get the square wave to come back, or it would go back up to battery voltage. So it's just the connector.
Basically, it was just the connector, and I was right when I first looked at it.
And Liz was right. Yeah.
So yes, happy wife, happy life. Also happy hubby, happy home. So Kuba says, haha, Corey, I love it and I agree. Oh, hold on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read the comments here. Hello, Bama Mud Mower.
Is it Bama Mud Mower?
Oh, Bama.
Like
Oh yeah.
Alabama?
Oh, okay, that would work. Hey, look, we're all here.
Greenbow, Alabama.
So yeah, we're just having fun in the van today. Actually, let me show you guys something we did this weekend. Let me figure out how to turn this around. I'm still new, guys. Looky here, black box, and whoop. There we go, guys.
Nope. Notice the Milwaukee box is gone.
Milwaukee box is gone.
And a cheaper.
Yes, Kuba, this is long term. I'm loving it. I actually called Keith crying the other day because the kids had a snow day and I wanted to come to work. No, not that I don't love my kids, but we were having fun in the snow. But I miss learning. Every day is something new. So anyways, back to the box here. We got rid of the Milwaukee box because it did not auto lock, and we found that to be a problem with driving around.
Yeah, every time I would forget to lock the box sometimes. We'd take a curve and the drawer would come out, and it eventually just literally the slides exploded, ball bearings everywhere, the drawer came out. It was a problem. Yeah. So this box had the same problem, but for $350, I didn't mind drilling holes in it, and we had to come up with this design.
Yes, there is an S&A sticker in here.
Yes.
We're looking where to put that.
I'm still trying to find a place in the van. I'm thinking right here to put all the stickers.
Yeah. So we have our map.
I've got a Wyatt One Able sticker, an S&A sticker.
Yes.
I don't have a Super Mario sticker, so Mario, if you could send me one of those.
Yes. So the problem that we were finding is there's Diagnostic Raglan.
Yeah, it's Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking for Corey's sticker.
Yeah. So I bought these on Amazon, and they're like cabinet locks.
Also a Liz idea. I actually found a window latch. You know how it tilts out windows?
Window locks.
Yeah. So
that's where the idea kind of came from. But anyways, yes. Found these. Basically, just take the drawer out, drill a big giant hole in the frame of it right here. And then this just kind of, so when you go to open it, I can just do this and pull the drawer open. And when you close them, they auto lock, so I don't have to worry about them coming out. Because Snap-on's about the only company I could find that had auto locking drawers. And
but
I'm not buying Snap-on products. And my buddy Ricky, who I would buy one from, was telling me they either come in 40 inches or 52, and all we have is 46 inches to work with. So this box fits perfect.
Yeah, so we also had to add some strapping here on either side. That's just to hold it in place, making sure we're not rolling around. Yeah, because it's still on wheels.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I really like it. It's a much smoother. You know, we have our stool attached with our magnet.
You talk to them. I'm gonna go make sure this thing turns and the lock's over.
All right, he's gonna go to work and I'm gonna play. So yeah, it's actually really quite nice. Also, kids are selling Girl Scouts, so with every invoice we do today and for the rest of the week, we're buying a Girl Scout cookie box and giving it to the shop. Also, here's just an updated look of our all of our scan tools here. So we did a little bit of rearranging. This is not a Sprinter van. This is a Nissan. Hold on. Keith left and the music turned back on. All right, sorry about that. This is an NV 2500 high top. Yes, it's hard to keep Keith away from the Thin Mints, but if you look, the box is still sealed, so he can't get in there without me knowing. So we we did a little bit of a cleanup this weekend and just got it looking back nice like we wanted it. And then worked on my van. It's a work in progress. Still ordering pieces for it and things like that. So I can't go back to the messages, guys. Bear with me. Oh yeah, there's Do-si-dos. Those are peanut butter. I know that all the Girl Scout cookies are actually local. It says the key works perfect, which is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Hi, Jason.
I'm gonna go hook up FJDS and go get security.
I guess we gotta go
going.
back to work.
I was just gonna go hook up FJDS, wait for the 10. Liz broke it.
I did not. I was telling about the van.
Cuba needs a van, yeah.
Yeah.
Wyatt, we were just talking about you. Trying to find a place to put your guys' stickers that I've had for a while. So when you guys are cutting these keys, if you're using an automated machine or something, my recommendation is to get these X-Horse blades. They're 80 cents a piece. They're made for their universal flip-out keys and stuff. But what I do is I cut one first to make sure that it actually works and locks on there. So this is an 80 cent to try, instead of wasting a $60 key and cutting one and being like, oh, well, I cut it wrong. You know, so I cut this one. This one turns in both the door lock cylinder and the ignition very smooth and clean. So I know that whatever it decoded it to is correct.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go hook up FDS and get the 10-minute Pat's weight going. Then I'll come back and cut the actual key for this. So.
Oh yeah, SNA says shameless plug. Two-day programming call in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, yeah. April 18th and 19th. Get a hold of David Friend or Isaac Rodiesel. We're going to do my J2534 class again. We're doing a 2-day hands-on again. First time was good. We learned a lot, so we're making some improvements. So each time it'll get even better. But this is round 2 of it. It's a 2-day hands-on. It's over at David's shop, and David's shop is amazing. So I have all the tooling, lots of cars, going to do some hands-on, going to do some bench flashing.
When are you going to go to Staten Island?
When am I going to Staten Island? I don't know. Who's asking that?
SNA.
Oh, Corey is?
Yeah, Corey's.
I don't know. We'll have to set up a time.
Who wants to host?
Yes.
Who
Just
wants
gotta
to
set it up.
host shop?
Yeah, David just set it up and said, what does it take to get you out here? And I gave him all the deets, and he said, I'll make it happen. And when I got there were 25 people ready to have a 2-day hands-on class. It was a blast.
Well, Corey, if you are serious, then oh, he said I will host in all caps. Well, just contact us, man. We love doing trainings. Yep. So Kuba, on the van thing, I know you're saying that this is a big van, but I will say that my little Transit Connect is actually very agile. Probably a little bit more than I think you said a Blazer.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right,
I'm gonna go get.
He's gonna do.
I just gotta get it going for the 10-minute Pat's weight.
Okay. We're gonna stay on here. Maybe
no,
not.
Never mind. I gotta cut this key first.
All right, he's cutting the key first, guys. He's back.
I forgot. That's what the focus is.
Kuba said she'd be there. So, but yeah, so the little Transit Connect really is easy to maneuver just in and out everywhere. This, I have surprisingly got used to. I drive a Infiniti QX56, so it's a big SUV already. But driving this doesn't feel any different. I can see that Transit is good, but my S10 Blazer looks like poop. No one wants to break in. Well, fun fact, we have bars on the windows, and we have, what is that called? The halfway divider?
A bulkhead.
A bulkhead. Yeah, we have a bulkhead in it as well. So if they did get in the front, then they couldn't get into the back. So
they also make some really nice slick locks that go over the top, because the regular TV key locks are like not super secure. So they make some slick locks that go over that give you like a wiser-ish, like actual difficult to pick, difficult to break lock that you can put over the top of yours.
So someone, Bridges Automotive said, why not use the AutoPad Pro Lite?
I could, I guess, and we may do that here in a minute. Actually, we might go try that.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like with Fords, is 90, I have a yearly subscription to FJDS, so I know it's going to work every time. But you're right. The AutoPad Pro, it is a 12 focus, so it is old enough. The AutoPad Pro may bypass the 10-minute wait, so we'll try that. That's what we'll do.
All right, guys. Another question. Hold on.
I don't know
Corey
if this,
asked.
I was going to say, I don't know if this shop is cool with us dragging a camera in there, so
Yeah.
I probably won't bring it in to show you, but...
Yeah. Corey asked, how many laptops do you use for programming? How many are cloned for backup?
So, we technically only need one laptop to do the majority of our program.
Yes.
But currently, the way we have it set up is each van has 2 laptops. So, we have a Dell 7450. Liz's is the carbon fiber top with a touchscreen. Hers are in here right now because she's not in her van.
There we go.
And because they have batteries in them, and we don't, like temperature control, we keep her stuff in here. Like she's got a bag over there that's got her J boxes and scan tools, stuff with batteries and stuff that's expensive comes out of the vans when we're not in them. So we run a Dell 7450s with a 1 terabyte hard drive partitioned into 8 partitions. We have the ability to put our European stuff on here. The only problem is that currently our Volkswagen Audi license is on these other laptops, the E6410s. So we run basically a Volkswagen Audi, JLR, BMW laptop, and then everything else is on Volvo, even the other European stuff, Blue Link and all that is on these 7450s. So these have 8 partitions. These have 2 partitions with a 750 gig hard drive because they got to be massive partitions for the European stuff. So the E6410s, there's 2 of them here. One is hers, one is mine. They're exactly the same. They're basically just 2 laptops cloned, so we have a backup of each. So
You need notepads, Kuba. That's what you need.
yes,
Keep notepads around. We have them everywhere in the van.
yeah, everywhere,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
And pins.
This is all
8 partitions necessary or just preferred?
If you want to have everything on one laptop, you have to have about 8 partitions. I think there's actually 9. We have one that's labeled other. That's just an
we
extra.
have 6 laptops in here.
Oh yeah. So we do have 2 other older tough books that are in here. This one has a lot of EEPROM software on it, and the one below it is the one that came with the Mercedes stuff. So
Misfit Mechanics has like a tool tour. How do I get it to go?
yeah,
there
it seems like every time I'm in the van, it ends up being a van tour. So
Yeah. Kuba says they would conflict if not. Right, Dave?
right, if we easy, Michael J. Fox with the camera.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold it steady, but we're also in a moving vehicle.
Yeah, if we didn't partition them and had them all, you can't put them all in the same partition. Like JLR, Honda, Ford, Mazda, none of those can be on the same partition. So it's just one of those things.
We are cutting.
So yeah, I'm going to cut this key, and then we'll go try the AutoPad Pro Lite and see if it will bypass the 10-minute. It is a 2012, so it may do it, and if it does, cool, it'll save us some time. If not, we have FJDS to do it with the factory tools, so that's not a big deal. I mean, sometimes I find it's just easier just to go do with the factory tool. But today is a day where we could use some extra time because we have a lot to do today. Virtual operating system works for me. Yeah, so
Did you see what?
we don't use VMwares, mainly because Ford and some of the other ones have started to do things to block VMware. And we have active, legit subscriptions to those, so each laptop has one. So it is $850 a year per laptop. So if you were really trying to share it between 2 and you didn't have them going all the time, same time, you could release the license from one and then put the license on the other and do it, and then release the license when you're done with it and do it. I mean, you really could do it back and forth. That's a lot of work when you can just have 2 subs. If you're running enough out of both vans and both vehicles, you can have subs for each. Same with Volkswagen, like your subscription's locked to your hardware, and it's not as easy as just releasing a license like it is on Ford. That's why we keep the old laptops until my subscription lapses and my license file comes up, and then I'll just go ahead and move it to the other computers. Corey says, changed my laptop battery last night and machine crash. Will only boot in the BIOS menu. Had to flush and reinstall Windows 10. That sucks. So what you can do is buy hard drive cloning device. Stabrant makes a good one that's like $50. Looks like a toaster. That's what we call them. So what we do is get your laptop up and running, get it to where everything's installed the way you like, and then clone that hard drive onto another hard drive and keep that stored. Then every week or 2 or month or every weekend, every Saturday, take the hard drive out of your laptop, slam it in the toaster with the other one, press the copy button, and clone it over. So you've got an up-to-date copy all the time. Then if your hard drive crashes, you just take the other hard drive, slam it in there, make sure it works. Cool, pull it out, put it in the toaster, and clone it back over the old one, so then you still have a spare backup and just go back and forth all the time.
About the Autel here, right?
Is the Autel IM508 worth it? I don't know. I don't have a 508 or a 608 or a 600. I don't have an RO or an Autel of the IM series. I have the AutoPad Pro Lite. I have a 908, but again, the one you're talking about is geared specifically towards the immobilizer stuff, and I just don't have experience with them. From what I can tell, they're really good tools.
He asked if it is good for diagnostics and keys.
I would say if you're going to do diagnostics and keys, you need the 600 series. The 508 is just the key stuff. Yes, put the toaster on bagel mode. Launch and Autel both make good scanners. I also like factory stuff a lot.
Mario has the Kuba says Mario has the IM608 keys. Question mark, keys are great.
So the 608 is basically a 908 like P, the full MaxiSys suite, plus a bunch of immobilizer stuff. The 508 is just the immobilizer, not really much of the diagnosis or scan tool stuff. Personally, me, if I was to buy one, I probably would get the 508 because I have a couple launch products, I have a couple Autel products, I have some Autologic products, and then I have factory scan tools for almost everything else. So I really don't need another scan tool. But I wouldn't mind having more immobilizer stuff, because right now all I have that's specifically geared towards immobilizer is the AutoPad Pro Lite, and then what else is it? That's all I really have that's specifically immobilizer. I mean, the Autel does some immobilizer stuff, the Launch does some immobilizer stuff, then I have all the factory stuff, and then like some mini key tool stuff for transponder cloning and reading. No, the 908 does a bunch of diagnosis, but doesn't have a lot of the key functions that the 508 does. The 508 is specifically geared towards the security professional.
So Jason up above said, you know, a lot of good info. His brain is full of lots and lots of info. There, so you have a lot of knowledge, Keith. Yeah. So learning from Keith is probably the reason that I enjoy this so much, because he does take the time to explain to me and like, hey, this is, you know, I never worked in a shop. I never did those things that most technicians do. They start at a lower level and they work their way up to more and more and more knowledge. So he told me, hey, this is the path that you need to take. And because of all of his knowledge, you know, that's why I'm here and able to learn so much. So,
and I do have a lot of this immobilizer info. Like, we just started the immobilizer class on L1training.com, but so I guess I'm supposed to take the camera.
Yeah, it's hot in here, babe.
Oh, she's got to turn the heat down. It's hardening up. So we are doing an immobilizer class on L1training.com, and it's kind of an introduction to immobilizer. So it starts out with how are these systems designed, what are the components, what are some of the tooling that's out there. So tonight, we're going to do part 2 of the class, and it's going to be a lot about tooling, actually. Almost, probably the entire hour night will be about tooling. We just finished up the components of the basic components of immobilizer systems and some of the different styles of keys. Didn't go too far into it, just kind of a generic overview. I mean, we went kind of far, but it's going to get a lot deeper. So if that's something you're interested in, shameless plug for my website, L1training.com. You can sign up for $20 a month and see all of the training material I have. And you get to access that material as long as you have an active subscription. So
it's not even about just taking the classes that he's actively doing. So if you're not interested in that, you can also just go on there like I do, even as a reference guide. Oh yeah, what was that one thing that I remember? You know, you pull up that video. So yeah, cutting keys and working hard day. Right, babe?
Yeah. So we actually got to go because we have to go in here. I don't think this shop is going to be cool with He-May, but either way, we're going to take off. We're going to go try the AutoPad Pro Lite. So I will change the description here in a little bit and let you know if the AutoPad Pro Lite worked or not. This is a 2012 Ford Focus with a high security key, remote head key. I'll let you know if the AutoPad Pro Lite bypassed the 10-minute wait or not. So far, if it was like 14 or newer, it has not bypassed the 10-minute wait for me, but most of 14s and down has, so we'll probably have a good luck on this one.
Yeah, we are nice and warm because this van has an amazing heater.
Yeah.
It is, I don't know, what do you think?
It's probably
30...
like 75 degrees in here, but it's about 30.
But yeah, 30
to
outside.
32 outside.
Yeah.
It's a tidbit chilly.
Yep. So my jacket will go back on here in just a minute because we're going out. But thanks, guys, for stopping by and hanging out with us for.
I might go live again later today if we got time.
Yeah, I've been telling we need to go live more often. It's lots
hard.
of fun.
It's hard to go live and get all this stuff done. So all right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Bye.